I said, "Who are you?" And he's like, "You know who we are." Around the corner came 3 unmarked white cars.
Police, don't move! Hands up!
And people were hanging out the side, pounding on the side, saying, "Police, police, police."
Hands up! Turn around. Turn away from the sound of my voice.
The next thing I knew, there were 6 armed people pointing rifles at me.
Stop moving and stop looking back. Stop looking back!
Who am I?
Turn away! Turn around, we'll discuss it.
Turn away, you're gonna get hit!
There is a terrible mistake going on here. They're like, "You know who we are. We know who you are." I'm like, "Who am I?" They're like, "Carole Rozak." I said, "That is not who I am."
Penny McCarthy was living a quiet life in Phoenix. She had done nothing illegal or suspicious when a team of U.S. Marshals assaulted her like a violent criminal.
I've never been in trouble with the law. I had absolutely no clue what this could remotely be about.
Do you want to confirm who I am?
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
In less than 2 minutes, Penny went from doing yard work to being chained up in the back of an unmarked minivan.
No one showed me any badges. I was never issued any Miranda rights. I was never, through this whole process, allowed a phone call. They chained me at my ankles and my waist and my hands to my waist.
The Marshals were looking for Carole Rozak, a woman wanted for a 25-year-old parole violation for nonviolent crimes. The Marshals refused to let Penny show ID, retrieve her purse, or secure her house. They took her away with her house doors unlocked and her dog frantically barking inside.
They took me in this van behind a Fry's grocery store at 35th and Peoria. My first thought was, I have just been compliant in my own kidnapping. I'm going to die.
Penny was then taken to a federal courthouse where a mugshot and fingerprints were taken. Although Penny had never been arrested before, officers claimed that her fingerprints and tattoo matched Carole Rozak's.
And at some point he says, the fingerprints match. And I'm like, with what? Because there's no way my fingerprints are in the system. With what do they match? Well, we just have a match. We have a match on your tattoo also. I'm like, there is no flipping way you have a match on my tattoo. This tattoo is only not even 10 years old.
No one listened to Penny's pleas that she wasn't Carole Rozak. So Penny was loaded onto a bus and taken to a distant prison.
They put me on a bus. They drive me about 2 hours to Florence. No clue where I'm going. And when I get there, and they do like a roll call, and this lady says, Carole Rozak. And I'm looking around, and all the other girls go, "That's you?" And it's like, no, it's not. We go into a room where there's 20 other women, and the 3 of us are now being strip searched in front of 20 other women. So this lady wants me to strip search me, and she tells me I can't wear my hair tie because my hair is up in a ponytail because I've been working in the yard. So I fling it at her because now I'm just hurt and pissed off and mad and angry. And she says, "Well, you can buy another one when you get there." And I'm like, "With what? I have no wallet. I have no purse." So they strip search you, and when they strip search you, it's like no matter what kind of shape you're in, the answer is the same. Lift your boobs, lift your belly, turn around, squat, pull your butt cheeks apart, cough 3 times. It's humiliating.
Meanwhile, nobody in Penny's life knew where she was. And according to everyone at the detention facility, Penny was not there because they said she was Carole Rozak.
I keep saying, I was told I could make a phone call. I was told I could make a phone call. And they're like, well, it's 11 o'clock now. The phones are shut off. But I've never been allowed to make a phone call. Nobody knows where I'm at.
She spent the night in a cold holding cell wearing threadbare prison garb. The next day, Penny was driven back to the federal courthouse where she was finally able to meet with an attorney. Her public defender believed her and tried to explain that the Marshals arrested the wrong woman. The judge asked the government to confirm whether the DNA sample and fingerprints they had taken from Penny matched the suspect. But the government attorney said he needed more time to confirm. The court set another court date to establish Penny's identity and released her until that time.
I'm going to call you Ms. McCarthy at this point. So I am releasing you from custody in the building, and I'm not going to order you to present to pretrial services. I am going to, and I'm not going to set release conditions.
The government ended up dropping all charges before Penny's next court date. And while the ordeal was over, the trauma has been life-changing.
I don't want any part of it anymore. I don't trust any government official or anybody anymore. I raised 5 children to respect the law, and now I feel stupid for doing that. My fear is that they're going to pull me over one day, and for whatever reason, something happens, and they're going to fingerprint me, and all of a sudden I'm going to be Carole Rozak and stuck someplace where nobody knows where I'm at.
Now she is suing with the Institute for Justice. Americans are supposed to be able to sue the federal government when they are falsely arrested, but decades of court decisions have made it hard to win such cases.
I'm hoping that they can help every honest person in the United States get the law changed so that this can't happen to them. I am never going to keep quiet through this. The whole world's going to know who was after me.